Hey guys, how's it going? So, ML Bellona just came out, and let's just get right into this, along with all those other buffs that are happening. So, Lone Crescent Bellona right here. Hot off the block, this character, I think a lot of people have wanted a ML5 Bellona for a long time, me included. Finally, I can use Bellona and RTA, or just anything at all, really, because SSB, you don't really see her that much. Regular Bellona, kind of useless, except in some PvE stuff, she's kind of cool. I instantly plus 15'd her. I had a few Bellonas, so I fed them in. I think Sigurd's is her best artifact. This is a character that really needs just as much survivability as possible. She has none built in. Think about what bruisers are used in their current game state. Either health scaling, because you're insanely tanky, or you have invisibility, or you have some like passive that decreases damage you take by like 30%, something like that. You always need some special trick, otherwise you're just gonna die. That's pretty much every bruiser. So her special trick is she doesn't need crit chance, so you can put all of those stats into defensive stats instead. That's pretty much what I would say. Ideally, I think you would want to run something like the lifesteal or counter set. You're probably wondering why I'm using speed set. I don't really have those. I have some lifesteal sets, but they're already being used and they wouldn't really work on her. They also have crit chance, kind of a huge waste, so I opted just for a speed set because I have decent gear of that. And I also want pen set, so I think theoretically, you could go immunity as well, which I think would be nice, and she also does more damage when she has a buff on, but pretty much how the game works is you're always going to have a buff on her, realistically, or you're going to have some sort of cleanser or something, so I don't really think it's super worthwhile putting immunity compared to something like pen set that eases up your gearing requirement for damage, because, yeah, sure, it doesn't work on her S2, but a lot of damage on her S1, S3, it's really helpful. So I'd say overall it's more worthwhile. I don't think you need a ton of speed. I would say anywhere from like the 170s to 180s or something like that. Some people are trying 0 speed lifesteal, actually. That's another possibility, but I feel like you want her to actually go to take some turns rather than just being an S2 bot, because then that's basically just Seaside Bellona realistically. It's almost the same type of thing. So I don't feel that that is super worthwhile. If you go something like lifesteal, however, I think you could use Draco Plate because that gives damage reduction, so then you have the lifesteal and damage reduction, increases her survivability a lot, or you could just go Sigurd's. I also think you could go something like injury set as well, but that's kind of my overall idea on the sets. Destruction set is better than speed set, obviously, because it's just worth higher gear score in total, but since I don't do those, this is what I built. It's like 424 gear score or something, if that means anything to you. So it's not like the most top of the line stuff. It looks better than it realistically is, and it was working okay. Now, what do I truthfully feel about this unit? I think ML Bellona is alright. I would not say she's crazy. I don't think she's terrible. When she was first seeing use in RTA today, she looked terrible. Everyone was using her wrong, I think, but also they were just spam first picking her, so it was kind of hard. In some of the games I had her, just really unfortunate, unlucky stuff happened, so she was looking really bad. But what I would say is she has a lot of trouble against some of the meta units. Like, she's really bad versus characters like Eden, for instance. Like, just gets destroyed. Can't really do anything against Bryceria. She doesn't have a cleanse or anything, so she just gets bodied after. She's okay against A Ravi, but she doesn't really beat A Ravi too easily, and A Ravi can beat her potentially, so it doesn't always work out. You have to make her so tanky so that she's just able to survive some of the bursts coming your way, and you realistically really need to use her with stuff like, I would see Arrowwell for maximum mitigation, and someone like Emil Kowaric not only is buffing her, but also protecting her from all these debuffs, but she gets attack buff from Emil Kowaric, and that also increases the damage because she has a buff. You need the shield, etc. I think they're a really good combo. She doesn't do something that no other character can do. She's not one of those kinds of characters. She's just a good neutral DPS, pretty much. A character that's relatively safe into some stuff, okay into Angel of Light and those things. She doesn't rely on using a ton of skills, doesn't rely on a ton of buffs, so she's relatively safe in those aspects, which I think is something refreshing, almost. Characters nowadays have so many crazy gimmicks or deal with debuffs or all these kinds of things that it's kind of nice. She can fight Edward, and I would say she has her place in the game. She feels kind of like an ML Vivian in some ways, where they're sort of just a neutral pick that's good into a bunch of things, but they have some very clear weaknesses overall. Hers being, she's just kind of weak to some of the popular characters, such as like Aiden and Pirate Flan and those kinds of things. A lot of the neutral picks. I think in slow matches, she can work decently. She ramps up okay, and she does a good amount of damage. But I would also say, I think she might be a little bit more of an aggro unit, potentially. You put a really tanky, you're the aggressor going on your opponent. You're using stuff like Emil Kwerik, Emil Lilius, kind of trying to run at your opponent. And she's bulky, but still does a decent amount of damage. So I think she can work kind of decently there. But I wouldn't really use her against some of these characters that I mentioned before, and you have to be really careful when you're drafting her, because I saw a lot of people picking her really early and they were just getting punished hard. Rowana is okay against her, but not like a hard counter, I'd say. And then there's like Emil Sturmey and stuff as well, so you really have to watch out for those. She's actually pretty good against Edward from my experience. Just she gets to spam her S2 so much, so against AoE characters you really get a ton of value out of this. And with the Sigurd, sometimes you would just go from like half health to like almost full from the amount of damage you're doing in the heal, which is really nice, even though the S2 is not crazy damage. Keep that in mind. But that's kind of my overall thoughts on Lone Crescent Bellona. If you have not pulled it all on your Mystics, you're like 200 away from Pity, should you just blow all of your Mystics to Pitier? I'd maybe wait to see what the next ML5s are in rotation, maybe someone you really want or someone really good is coming out. Also give it a little bit more time to decide whether you should get this unit. I think she's decent, but not like crazy or anything like that, but I think she's pretty decent as of now. We'll see what I think in a few days though. Let's talk about Ambitious Tywin next. So I haven't tried out a bunch of the other buffs yet. I was thinking of trying out Fairy Tale Tenebria, possibly Axe God. I think Mui's really weak, so I'm not going to try that out. I might build Kisei again with Ahmed on the horizon. By the way, quick thing, let me just say, pull for Ahmed. She's a limited unit, only comes once a year. I recommend it, although she looks like she's mostly an aggro unit, so if you're an only slow player, maybe you won't get much value out of her. But just a quick aside, Ambitious Tywin, this is what I built. Not amazing gear on him. I want to try a DPSA Tywin, then I figured if I don't like it, I'll swap him over into a full tank Ambitious Tywin with just a bunch of speed, maybe effectiveness or something. I think he's actually pretty decent. I was using him. I think the important thing is you just pick someone like Emil Kwerik, and DJ Basar is decent against Ambitious Tywin, but other than DJ Basar and Emil Kwerik, there's not many units that really hard counter someone like him. He's actually very good against Edward, because if Edward counterattacks, that just activates battle commands, so you cleanse, and then you also get the enrage, which means they can't resist you on the next try, which is really good. Also, his S3, it decreases defense, but it stuns first, which means if you use this on Edward, then Edward will cleanse the stun, but then be defense broken, so you can just blow him up after, which is really good as well. I think the DPS is kind of nice, because now he's a little bit of a sub DPS, so I can have one main DPS and he's the sub, and it works decently. You know, he's not doing crazy damage, but he definitely contributes. But I think a lot of people have forgotten how good Ambitious Tywin once was. When you don't have something that beats him, you feel absolutely terrible. And the fact that he defense breaks, it makes me think of someone like Briar Witchesaria in a way, except without the strip, obviously. He's like a reverse Briar Witchesaria. Because even if they have someone such as Destina or something, if you S3 and then you have a unit that goes after, they're defense broken, they just die. Like, they're not really going to survive something like that. I think that's incredibly powerful. And the fact that he kind of just works a little bit better because now he's stronger versus debuffers, I think is really good. And the fact that they can't resist is obviously really good versus characters like Destina. So as long as the opponent doesn't have immunity, you're usually in a pretty good position, especially with his provoke spam as well. I'm running Holy Sack on him. Sure, it's not max, there's a 10% chance I'm screwed, and it's also bad versus Bryceria because you can't revive. But it gives him a lot of survivability, makes it so if they focus him, he can just revive. He's still doing damage. Not many other artifacts you want to use other than maybe something like Adamant Shield, but Arrowell basically already has that, and so does Crimson Armin. So overall, I don't think you're going to need to run those, and I think him using a more selfish artifact works totally fine. I might try him as a tank build, but I'm kind of liking the DPS one more. I'm going to be using him more in the future, and it's a pretty enjoyable character. I actually am liking him quite a bit. He had a decent showing today, and I'm going to keep using him in the future to see how it is. I think he has a lot of potential, though, especially since he's good against debuffs, so he's sort of like a half measure to deal with them while also churning out a ton of debuffs. So I like that a lot. I'm going to try out some of the other ones in the future, but that's kind of all I have to say for now about ML Bellona and Ambitious Tywin. Be careful with your Mystics on ML Bellona. Just wait a few more days, wait till the dust settles, see what everybody thinks about them. But as of right now, I think they're decent, they're alright. Nothing crazy, nothing to break the bank over. And I like them, but they're not something like MO is. They're not going to change the game. And we'll see how it works in the future. It's possible meta could change a little bit and she'll actually have a lot more use. If some of these other characters you see a lot less, like Aiden and stuff, then she might actually surge up and become a lot more popular. We'll have to see what the future holds. But anyways, that's it for now. For the rest of the video, we have some clips of me using the characters. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you guys next time.
I'll make you taste despair.
I feel like we're okay here, but let's see what happens.
Come, I'll take your life. Focus.
Why'd they...
I'll do anything for her.
Am I crazy, or is that like really weird they did that?
With my authority as mediator, I will right what is wrong.
Now ambitious Tywin can't even be resisted or anything. Kinda weird. That's what no 15% look like. It's beautiful.
If you're scared, run. Allow me to purify.
That thing's pretty tanky. I don't really see our Bellona killing it, but it's only one way to find out, right?
Is that all you had to show me?
Well, let's see what happens.
Become like the autumn leaves and scatter upon the ground.
I don't really have any stacks. Yeah, that's a really tanky Ravi. Okay, we're about to S2, which is gonna hit really hard though.
Delay the inevitable.
Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like that one bit. Bro, this guy's popping off. This kind of hurts. Oh, okay. They're not even going for Bellona. Thoughts on MO Bellona? You know, so far she really hasn't looked all that good at all.
Dust to dust.
I would almost say they looked impressively not great. Let's just kill this thing. Alright. Bellona procs again.
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
So you learned nothing from last time.
Provoke this thing? Oh, that is not a provoke. It's fine. Yolha will surely kill it. With 15,000 health missing, right? Yeah. Bellona! Yeah! Oh.
Battle preparations complete.
Well, she did it.
The audacity of these scoundrels.
I never fight a losing.
Easiest game of Bellona's life. Good work, MO Bellona.
I'll make you taste.
You know, ambitious Tywin would have been cool if they didn't have MO Koeric. What a shame.
Seizing victory is seizing the future. Feel this.
Well, it's pretty nice.
Can you even
Is it my turn?
What do I do here? Fighting this thing is gonna suck. I also don't have immunity on her. Wait, this blows. I think it's literally just I have to do this. I didn't defense break. It didn't even try to defense break. She probably has F-res, and I missed the crit. That's a really bad start to this match.
Ready, everyone? It's time to move.
Because I don't have immunity on her. I think this thing is gonna single-handedly just kill me. I have MO Bellona for Senyo. Doesn't matter if I have mischance. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm dead. Ow. That did very little damage. I guess the attack down's really doing work. I'm about to get completely blasted here. At least I give myself immunity, though. That's kind of cool.
Come at me.
He's just gonna throw everything into them. Oh, never mind. That's a smarter play. Oh my god, that hit so hard. Wait, do we actually have a chance here? Wait a second.
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
Wait a second.
Come on, I'll take you all down.
That was actually really good.
Never relent.
Good job, Bellona. She took a lot of damage though, but that is a lot of crits right there. But we didn't get it on her, sadly.
I'll give you a taste of defeat.
Hello? Bro! I thought my internet just went out. Are you kidding me? I thought my internet just went out. The E7 King can never lose. Oh, what's that? Wait, what the hell? Wait, that was the longest turn ever. Emma Sermio was just like really prepping. What the hell just happened? What was that? Now that is some real tomfoolery. Jesus. Oh, man. Wait, that did so much damage. Wow, that almost killed. It sucks that that's a damage Coeric. That hit like a truck.
Get behind me.
I think I lose. There's only one way I could win. It's possible, but it's so unlikely.
You nearly delay the inevitable.
Hey, that was pretty nice.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
I think they S3 her. Yeah, they have to. They're not gonna revive anybody, but no choice. This match just became very difficult, but I think it's actually very winnable.
Are you sure you can handle this?
I'll make you taste despair.
Yeah.
This is it.
Well, that was the worst dual attack, but
How sensitive.
that's fine.
It hurts.
We don't have the soul burn for the defense break, ignoring 15%, but it should be fine. Oh, we didn't get it. You doing the Valentine story and your game lagged too? Oh. Maybe there was some problem with the mainframe or something. I don't know.
Come on, I'll take you all down.
Is the game like super laggy now? What is going on? Maybe it's just messed up right now.
For the glory of Perlin! Obey if you wish to live.
I can just do this.
I'll
I
make
think Aravi probably loses unless I get really unlucky, which, I mean, right now I'm kind of getting unlucky, but
You challenge me?
defense break? Okay, we had to get it at some point. Alright, we win. So, Bellona died, but she actually kind of wrecked Senya, and she did an okay amount of surviving for a little while. They had to focus so much on her.
All fade to ash
She was alright.
eventually.
Alright, we got Tywin and Bellona. Easiest win of my life. You know what? I think we just like turn one, go, alright. Alright, let's just toss it in. Well, I would say that this was quite unfortunate.
I protect. That's what I do.
I might be in trouble here.
Don't ever ignore the power.
This is like kind of bad.
with something to protect.
Wow.
Why not surrender?
You know, that 80% chance kind of just lost me the game, didn't it? Well, they didn't stealth, so that's good.
I'm going to end you.
But I don't think it... Wait. If this doesn't kill, please don't kill. Okay, this is about to be wild. He's about to counter as well. Oh my god, that did so much damage, and I healed so much. Oh my god. This match is insane. Oh my god. Oh my. She just healed to full almost with Sigurd's right there. Oh, resist? I don't think her S3 would kill either way, though. Okay, that actually hit really hard. Maybe it almost would have. Okay, let's heal up a little bit more. It's not going to be as much as last time, but that's a lot of healing. You can't resist this? Okay. All right, this is going pretty well. I think I'm going to save her S3. What the hell? Never mind. I'm not going to save her S3. We're just going to throw it. We're just going to throw it right on Edward, I think. And we have Sigurds. We get to Soulburn this too. Okay, this is beautiful.
Rude, ignorant, immoral. These words are too good for you.
That was kind of crummy damage, but who cares? She has S3, so I'm just going to finish this thing off. Not going to let it do it. Yeah, you see, if you're on lifesteal, it makes it so you're kind of safer overall. Otherwise, you have to really hope that you get into Sigurd's range or you get punished hard. Dude, Tywin's taking a lot of damage. This is a really high damage Apocalypse Ravi.
You learn nothing from last time.
Provoke? Pretty sweet. Does Bellona just kill him? Let's see.
I'll wrap things up momentarily.
Yep. Not bad at all.
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
And sure, I don't do crazy damage, but yeah, I would just kill in the next S3. Wow. Not bad at all. Alright. I would assume Emil Queric S3s and they throw everything at her. Oh. Ew, that's a really lame start. That mischance, that's gross. Well, so they can't give attack buff because he can't S3 here, so what are they gonna do? Now it's just an RNG match. Oh, okay. Huh. Well... Really?
I won't stand down.
I'm kind of surprised by this match so far. This is really weird.
Deliver judgment. I fight with the power of all.
Guess I'll just throw this down.
In the blink of an eye.
Well, we hit. That's pretty nice.
To ashes, dust to dust.
Okay, they missed. Also nice. Time for crazy RNG nonsense. But we are pretty tanky here with this invulnerability. We didn't defense break Edward. That sucks. But we get to cleanse. That hit her. Oh my god. Wait, she's about to pop off so hard. Oh my god, wait.
I'll wrap things up momentarily. Become like the
I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm gonna go for it. This is a Bellona carry game.
Careful, please move aside.
We can maybe land this. Oh, we did! Oh my god. Wait, what's this guy gonna do? And she comes out of the cut. Alright. Dude, Bellona actually, her S2 did a lot of damage. She's really tanky, so they can't really kill him easily, and she's doing pretty well.
You challenge me?
Wow. She actually would have just wrecked him too. Not bad at all, actually, there.